Baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go.
Michaela here with Brave Fitness, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the power of positive thinking. So this is something that's very important to me, and it may not seem like it's related to clean eating, but it really is, and I want to give you guys a few examples. So I am a perfectionist. I've always struggled making sure everything in my life and everything that I do is perfect. I was someone when I was in high school who wouldn't play Dance Dance Revolution because I didn't know how. So I would go home, I actually asked for it for my birthday, and I practiced it at home so that when I played with my friends, I could beat them because I was a competitive person and I was a perfectionist and I didn't want to look stupid. I would sabotage myself from doing things because I was too scared. Like, for example, when I moved here, I had a friend invite me out to lunch and I would cancel, and I hate flaky and I don't like being a flaky person, but I literally was so scared to go out to lunch because I didn't know where to park and I'd never been to this place before and I didn't know how to drive there, and that's just things that I've always done. Just really dumb little things. I wouldn't attempt to do anything unless I knew that it was something I had mastered and I didn't want to risk being a failure. I didn't want to mess up in front of other people, and I would really get down on myself about that. If something went wrong, I would be so hard on myself and talk to myself really negatively. The result of this is that I would never go out of my comfort zone. I was paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake. I wouldn't eat. I wasn't hungry. I was too consumed with being perfect. It only worsened after having my daughter, because not only now did I have to strive to be the perfect trophy wife, I also had to be the perfect mom too, who kept the house clean, who was crafty with her kids, that just did it all. I had to be super mom. I was also going to school online, and I was just trying to do everything. I didn't have time to sit down and eat a decent meal. I was miserable and I didn't feel good about myself. The power of my words and thoughts are something that really held me back. So fast forward 10 months, about 10 months ago, I had just had my son and I was wanting to get rid of baby weight. And I was going to the Y, which was huge for me because, again, I'd never been there before. I didn't know anybody. I'd never done kickboxing really before. I was scared out of my mind, and I didn't want to look stupid. And then I started Insanity. And I remember the first week I was struggling to get out of bed at 4:30 in the morning. I had a baby who was colicky, and I just did not want to get up. And I was really struggling. But after going to the class, I really started enjoying it, and I started getting passionate. Waking up wasn't as hard as it was before. I was motivated. I was proud of myself, and I was challenging myself. I'd pat myself on the back for doing like 3 globe jumps when 2 weeks before I could only do 2. And yeah, you're thinking, okay, only 1. But that was a big deal to me, and it really motivated me. I was encouraging myself and motivating myself, and that really kept me going. So I'm still working on myself and trying not to worry so much about being perfect. It's really hard for me. At times, it's just really hard. There are times when I fall into a rut and I go back to a negative mindset and I get down on myself and I'm really hard and I tell myself I'm not a good mom and really just blow it out of proportion. But I've lately started to recognize it, and I've started working on ways to get out of that mindset. So I'm starting to love who I am, and I'm not going to be perfect, and I'm going to make mistakes, and they're going to happen, but that's just part of life, and that's okay. It has been a change of how I talk to myself and the power of my own words that has helped me to become a more positive person. I still make choices that aren't the best sometimes. I'll go have a pop every now and again. I'll have a candy bar every once in a while. And some days I miss my workouts. I just don't do them. I'm lazy. There's no excuse. I just don't. But this is my lifestyle, and it's all stemmed from making positivity and positive thinking a priority. So today I want you guys to think about how you're talking to yourself. What are the words you're saying? So you have to be your own coach, and you have to talk to yourself positively. So say you had a basketball coach who just talked negatively to his team, and he told them that, I don't think you guys are going to win, I just really don't believe in you, and you're just going to get creamed at this game. Okay, so that would be an awful coach, right? coach do you know that does that, that's successful and has a successful team? So you are your own coach. You have to motivate yourself. You need to get out of bed thinking, I can do this. I mean, if you have to tell yourself 20 times, I can do this, you can do this, everything's okay, I can do this, you will change. So use the power of your words. They can defeat you before you begin, or they can motivate you. So I really like that. Like, sometimes when I'm working out, and before I even start, I'm just like, well, this is going to be a crummy workout. You know, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not doing very good. Guess what happens? My workout is terrible. I don't do as good, or I'm just like, you know what? I can't do push-ups. I don't even try, because I've already told myself that I have failed. So you need to talk to yourself positively. You know, if you're talking positive, you're going to be motivated. You'll eat those healthy foods. You'll treat your body right because you know you're worth it. So, your challenge for the day is to think of 3 negative things you have caught yourself saying to yourself in the last week. Like, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm a failure. What are the things you're saying to yourself? Think of the opposite, the positive affirmation for those self-defeating things you have said to yourself. So I want you to get 3 sticky notes and write down those positive affirmations, and I want you to place them in 3 different places in your home. So basically put them where you're at the most: your bathroom mirror, the car, on the fridge. Just put them where you're going to see them, and I want you to write them down, and every time you see it, I want you to say it to yourself out loud. So I am good enough. I can do this. Listen to yourself. Some of the things I tell myself is I am strong. I do have the time to accomplish what I want to accomplish. I am enough. I am a fantastic mother. That's something I really have to say to myself a lot, because I get down on myself about I compare myself to others, and I see these moms doing these amazing things on Pinterest or Facebook, and I have to sit there and think, you know what? I am a fabulous mother. I take care of my children. I am good for them. I am happy. Another good thing to do is put it on the screen of your phone. So my phone right here says I can and I will. And every time I pick up my phone, that's what I see is I can and I will. Use that for a reminder. Another good thing to do is set reminders on your phone that go off daily, like an alarm, that say things like, I am confident, I am passionate, I radiate light. Have those go off 3 times a day. It's a great way to motivate yourself and keep your healthy lifestyle. I mean, if you're having a bad day and at 3 o'clock you have your alarm that just goes off and it tells you, I am enough, that could be just enough when you read it to just really turn your day around. So I want you to take a picture of your positive affirmations, your 3 sticky notes. I want to see them, and I want you to post them in the group. So I can't wait to see what you're doing, and I hope that you all start thinking positively, and that you can start having better days, and that you can start believing in yourself. Have a good day.